Sometimes I'll make it home, y'all. They're wasting. No one can make it go away.
All right, welcome everybody. Chat room's just going to start popping in. Welcome to everybody to another edition of Ms. Bomey's Zone. Gunwild 1, second one in there. How do? So you picked a interesting topic. 24 hours left. That part there is the part that's incredibly interesting because you don't have time to go borrow any money and go on a trip. You don't have time to even go. I mean, who would rack up a credit card? Because you don't really have time. There's no time. It's 9 a.m. and tomorrow at 9 a.m. it's done. So you know you're staying up all night. That's one thing for sure. Oh, hold on. All right. That's on me.
Okay, should we try this again?
Yeah.
Do we have to start over?
Well, it's not really starting over. Nobody heard you to begin with.
Well, we just have to repeat what we already just said.
I'll be the only one repeating. They'll be like, "Well, I already heard John say, what's Christine got to say?" But so
Yeah, I know.
You picked a really interesting topic.
Yes.
All right. Now you said the whole, people are always talking about bucket list. But what if it's only 24 hours?
4 hours. Then what do you do? How do you use your time? What would you pick to do? So that kind of got me thinking, and I thought this would be a good subject to talk about because I don't think that most people think about that really. I mean, everybody thinks about what they want on their bucket list, and you always think, yeah, I got time to do it. But if it really came down to it and you didn't, what would you do?
Right, and especially 24 hours, like I was saying. You can't go get a loan.
Nope.
You can't, and part of that 24 hours is going to be in the worst time. Because in the middle of the night, it's hard to do a lot of stuff. And you can't go, well, I'll just go to New York. You'll spend that last day driving to New York. So you're literally where you are with what you have right now.
Yep, that's it. And that's what you have to work with. What's really in front of you. So we have Smile Money and Gunwild in the chat room. Today, tonight. And it's okay, Smile Money. You can comment. I'm going to pull some of the comments here from, the YouTube, the promo that we put out there. And Smile Money said, and he brought up a good point too, 24 hours. Do you gamble and act like a deviant, or do you prepare for what comes next? And I thought, well, that's interesting way of looking at it, because I don't think, too many people think about it like that. This I thought was kind of funny, just strange funny, because I don't know if this was something that I would probably think about, even though I do own them. If I had 24 hours to live, I'd probably spend it making dang sure that my wife knew what guns were worth, so she didn't do something stupid like sell them at a yard sale or give them away to family.
Or sell them for what I told her I paid for them.
Right?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of coming clean. You have to get the wife and go, listen, I only got 24 hours, as you know. We're gonna take 1 hour of this. There's no questions, okay? And if you want to be pissed, you're gonna blow it. So here's what you gotta do. Here's all this shit I bullshitted you on. This. Don't ask why. That wastes time.
Yeah.
No, you cannot buy an AK-47 for $115.
Yep.
Even though I told you I bought 9.
And another comment was, I'm short on time. I'm short timed and can't figure that one out. Regardless of what you pick, there's not enough time. But if you know, just do what you find, and it may be worth it or not. It's not worth it. Sorry. There, somebody else said that it was an interesting topic to discuss, but didn't really elaborate on the comment very much. But at least some people were thinking about it. You
Yeah,
know?
I think I'd try to gather as many people around me, friends and family, whoever can get around, and let's just hang.
Yeah.
Let's just hang, laugh, talk about the past and what's Hey, you get to be with the people. You get 24 hours, so you get to be with them for a day. But I mean, that's probably what I would end up doing, because you don't really have the time. I mean, you hear all the crazy stories from that. Oh, if I only had a year to live, first thing I'm doing is I'm going to apply for every credit card there is, and I'm maxing those puppies. I'm buying the insurance, and I'm traveling and taking cruises, and it's like, yeah, but what if it's only 24 hours though? Whew. You can't even apply for a loan.
Well, that's just it. You can't. I mean, when you think about it in that context, is like what you really can do in a 24-hour period versus what you can't really do in a 24-hour period. Like you said, you can't get a loan. You can't really go travel anywhere, unless you have money to purchase that ticket.
Kind of like the premise of a few movies that are out there.
Yeah.
They let the public know 24 hours before the life-ending meteorite was going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
that kind of those kind of situations. What are you going to do?
so it's interesting, and I think that you're right, John. You have to put everything into perspective. That's really in your immediate area around you, and then work with that. Because it's not like you can go, hey, I'm going to catch a red eye and go to New York and, party like a rock star till I die, because that's probably not possible for most people to.
Well, and plus, what happens if you get there, you finally grab the red eye, get there, they lose your luggage. You're sitting in, that's my luck. I'd be in the hotel and be like, oh shit, I didn't pack my wallet's back in, oh no.
Yeah.
So I'm walking down the streets in New York going, I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we have Matt Davis that joined us in the chat room tonight too. I just want to take a moment to say hi to everybody, and thanks for joining us live, and everybody that hopefully will join us on podcasts.
Shower.
And the morning shower people /
shower crew.
Shower crew. Peoples. Hey.
We got to get that shirt.
And we should.
I'm part of Miss B's morning shower crew.
So yeah.
On the back, we'll put my eyes are up here.
There you go. With the arrow pointing upward. I wonder how many people would want that shirt. Not many. Just so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It looks like we got Boondockers that's joining us, and if you guys throw out some suggestions there in the chat room, we'll read the comments. Let me just kind of go through here. Gunwild said that he would travel to Texas to visit his daughter. Clyde has also joined us in the chat room along with Boondockers. Boondockers said, I'd throw a big barbecue party for all my friends and family after I made sure that a couple of close friends were told how to handle my affairs / gun sales. And Clyde says he would go sit in a deer camp and smoke cigars, drink bourbon, relax until the end.
And Gunwald brings up a very good point, because I would have to go to New York, because then I'd be able to take and stab Joey in the face with a fork. That'd be a hell of a ring. Ring the doorbell. Late at night, door opens. What the? Hey, I told you.
I told you.
I'm out of time. I have to keep my promise. Right in the face.
some other questions that I kind of thought about that are bouncing around in my head. Okay, so now you have 24 hours. Most of us have somebody significant in our life, whether it's a husband, wife, a best friend, a family member. You know, would you come clean with some of the things that maybe you felt that you needed to get off your conscience? And would you do that?
You kind of got to. I mean, you can just imagine Eric, like, calling up one of his parents and going, I know I told you that I only masturbated once in my life, but really it's been a nonstop event. 12, 13 times a day. And then I have breakfast.
Smile Mike says it would be a party at his house, no planning, just come as you are.
There you go. That works. But yeah,
you kind of wonder, like, how much would you indulge into talking about what you wanted to get off of your chest, what you were feeling, or what your concerns were? What you want to confide in? I mean, like,
there's silly stuff, and then there's legitimate stuff. There's like actual legitimate things, like, you know what? When I told you that, I mean, you if you lied to your spouse or something like that, but it wasn't a harmful one. Not that you're going to get people to go, any lie is harmful, whatever. But if it's a harmful thing where, like, you were cheating on her, and you've led this whole other life,
double life.
Yeah, that's different. But if you've been stopping off for a beer with the guys, you know, every Friday, every Friday, but you always have the excuse you can't get out of there. It's the last day of the week. You know what I mean? That's not the kind of thing that I think you have to come clean about. I had a beer with the guys. I really wasn't running late. I mean, that's to me, that's just a silly one. But we've all got things that we've done, and that,
I mean, there's plenty that's in our closet. So I guess my question is, if you open up the closet door, how much shit should you let fall out?
Well, I mean, you look at it logically. There's only this many people around you. I'm not going to go looking for trouble, but I mean, the people that I have around me, I need to come clean with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I mean, if you've got some bad stuff there, I'm not calling up the high school kid that I knew, you know, back in the 70s and explaining to him why I pushed him on the ground. No, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, no, but I mean, maybe there was things that were said to somebody that you were close to, or your significant other, that you said maybe out of anger, and you know, you hurt them or upset them or frustrated them. I mean, would you come clean with that?
Smile Money makes a real good point. That's actually a very good point. He said it a lot more eloquently. But, you know, right now, everybody's already sad. You're leaving. This is it. This is the final day. This is it right here. Do you want to sit back and enjoy the memories and the good times, or do you want to just dump all the shit on them so they can watch you pass, and then everyone's just standing there going, why did he do that? He just wrecked this entire thing.
Yeah.
I could have done without you telling me that, you know, I'm the one that took the $20 out of your wallet when I was drunk. I mean, you didn't have to tell me that. And now I'm pissed. Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I mean. I don't know, because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there's certain things that you probably do need to confide in, you know, people that you're close to for certain things. And I'm not saying...
Is it going to make anything... But is it going to make it better? If it requires... If you're going to go tell somebody something... I want you to think about this, though. Hold on one second. Think about this. It's the last day, okay? You know, we're being hypothetical here, okay? You're the invisible person standing beside you. Last day, all right? Now, you're just wanting to be there with them, and then they drop a bombshell on you.
Well, I'm not saying a bombshell. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I did or said something to really hurt somebody and I knew it, I would be coming at it by saying, okay, yeah, I screwed up, and I'm just asking you for forgiveness.
That's different.
I just want to know that this is my last hours, and we're talking about this, and I just want to know that you can forgive me and move on and not hold a grudge against me, even though I'm going to be gone.
Well, if they came to your house for that last day, I'm sure that's all right.
Well, you know what I mean, because people can be fake and say, "Well, I'm just going to go see her anyway, or go see him anyway," and maybe deep down inside that they're still angry and they're thinking, "Die, sucker, die." You know what I mean? I mean, there's
Whoa, you got some dark friends there, girl. What in the world?
come on, everybody's got a dark side.
So,
You can't say that they don't.
Recipe or else. I want the lasagna recipe or else.
Right?
Now Matt says it's not masturbation for him; it's maintenance. That helps me understand why he's always wearing that maintenance specialist shirt.
Uh-huh. And Clyde says Eric can finally come out of the proverbial closet. Oh, excuse me. Beard CB joined us, and he said 24 hours left. Good friends and close family. Enjoy time at the day party that night.
Enjoy the time during the day and party that night.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to put my glasses on.
And give Joey plenty of quality time at the truck stop. Why is it whenever I'm on the air, you decide to show up and you need attention now? What is the deal?
Smile Money said that he would have to show his wife where his passwords were for his YouTube, where that's stored.
Yeah, wow.
She has my Facebook. She monitors that for me now. So that would be interesting. I mean, like there's things that you would have to think about that you normally wouldn't. Talking about passwords probably to get into the account. Make sure that your significant other or whoever it is that you trust, has all that information.
Right. Well, you should always though have all of that stuff down.
It is.
Yeah, but if that doesn't work, the good old fashioned the book.
Boondocker says, clear your browser history. Can you imagine the conversation that would take place after you gone? Did you know that he or she did blah blah blah? Oh, I could just.
I hear people say that all the time, and it cracks me up because your computer doesn't run very well. It's very slow if you never clear your browser history. So if you don't clear your browser history and your computer's getting slow, I'll lay you a dime to dollar. You can do 2 cleanings on there, and you'll probably have the computer running like a charm. People don't do it though because they don't want to have to type in all their passwords again.
Yeah, that's it. Clydewood said he definitely would have to erase his browser history on all of his devices. Smile Money agrees and says that's a good idea. Well, you never know. You might not want it to get into the wrong hands of somebody that you're not really.
Well, then there's some people that live. They don't live a double life, but they live a private portion.
Yes.
I had a buddy that was like that. I mean, and his wife and him married. They have a joint checking account. He has his own little tiny private account. Has to stay under so much, so it's under the tax radar. He doesn't ever have to deal with it. But oh my gosh, he had a separate PO box, where if he had a bill like a naughty bill, it would go there, and he would pay it from the account. And I'm like, holy crap, dude! How can you? I'm not that good at it. I wouldn't be able to maintain all that.
Well, it is a lot to maintain if you're going to keep secrets like that. And I'm sure that there's people that are in relationships that, that there is people that actually, do that.
Well, I've met people that it always confuses me, and I'm sure there's people that we're talking right now that are going, that's what I do. It's just confusing to me if you're married to somebody, but everything's separate. I have met people like that, and it's very confusing to me when your husband or your wife goes, hey, have you got rent yet? I need your part of the rent. And it's like, I heard someone say that once. I need your part of the rent. I'm like, you're part of the rent. What the hell is that? And then he explains to me. I'm like, yeah. Hey, she's got to cough up $55 a week for this and that too, and she got to cough up grocery money. And I'm like, wow, you guys are. Why are you together? You're just roommates. I thought that was really strange, but I mean, yeah. If you live like that, they're going to have secrets. They're going to have separate private secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine having that all just dumped on you all at once, though? The funeral's over. You come home. You start looking at the office, and all of a sudden there's a set of keys, and you're like, "What the hell are these two?"
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a bill in the mail. One of them's from a PO box. You go to the PO box. There's bills in there. His Pornhub bills in there. You're like, what the heck is this?
And he can't really do anything about it because he's gone. It's not like you can go home and physically kick his ass.
Nope. And you're not going to be asking any questions either. That's that moment you go, oh, I can't. Oh man. Oh yeah, that would piss you off because I got a few things I want to say to him. Damn it.
Damn it! And now he's not here. You'd have to be careful.
Apparently the Pornhub joke went crazy in the room there.
I think it started with the comment about Jim would have to clear his browser because there was too much Pornhub on there, and it just kind of took off from there.
Wookie Pornhub.
Yeah, it's a tough subject, and there's a lot there that goes on that I don't think that people normally think about. It's like, what would you actually do in your 24-hour period? People would say, oh yeah, I gather family and friends, and I do this and I do that. But I want to know, what would you say to certain people? People in your life. What do you say to your husband or wife? What do you say to your best friend? What do you say to close family members, close friends? I mean, how much time would you be spending with them? What would you talk about? Because I'm sure you're not going to not say anything to them.
No.
So say you have everybody over at your house. Like I'm going to take Smilemani's example. He would just have his house open, and all of his friends and family would come over, and he'd just have a party. Okay, that's great. You're all together. But now what? What would you say to each one of those individuals that cared enough to come over there to spend some time with you to say goodbye?
I would just literally tell them. I would tell everybody, don't bawl, don't cry, don't do any of that, because I don't have time. I have very, very limited time. If you've had any fun, or I've been a part of any fun in your life, let's talk about it. Constantly. That's all I want to hear. Hey, remember the time? And then we'll all have a good laugh, and somebody else, you're up. You know what I mean? Just let's just have some fun. Because you've only got a day.
Well, that's it. You do, but is there anything that you would want to say to any of your family or friends? I mean, besides tell me a good story and let's have a good laugh. I mean, is there? Do I want to get? Like,
Do I want to get emotional and mushy and all? I don't think there's going to be any. There's not.
I'm not saying that you got to get emotional, but if there's something that you ever wanted to say to them or tell them that you never had the opportunity until maybe this moment and this time in the present moment to let them know what you were thinking or whatever comment.
Wow.
I don't care. Something like so simple as to say, John, you do an awesome job making damn duck calls. And I really wish I knew how to do those.
You're going total chick on me here.
Yeah, I'm taking you down the chick path for a minute.
I am telling you, you're like, no, don't you? Oh my God. It's like, what? Holy crap. I would be, I don't know what to say
I mean,
right now.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you make these wonderful duck calls. I don't know how you make these. You do a fabulous job at that. If I never said that to you, that might be one thing that I would say to you. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to get like all mushy and chickish, but sometimes we don't pay people the proper compliment
Right, but
or
I don't
attention
think-
or you know what I mean?
I don't think people coming to your home though to see you for the last time they're ever going to see you. They're never going to see you again. I'd be going, you know what? I understand you're leaving. I understand it's over. But I think it's a little bit about me. I think you can pay me a couple compliments, Christine. I think you can tell me a few things about me. Because apparently you think this is all about you. Did you
Well,
like-
it should
did
be.
you
No,
like
think
my-
about it though for a minute. It should be all about you. If all these friends and family are coming to your house to have a party with you and have some laughs, it's not just totally all about you. It's about them too. They're the people
Right.
that are there that support you, that help you, that make you who you are.
You're trying to lead me down the path of chick. It's been done. They have tried, Christine, forever. I right off the bat, I have an automated system in my head that waves me off. It just waves. It's like no. It is time to differ. Beg to differ.
Stop.
But no, I mean, me, I would just be me. I'd be it. I'd be the exact same person. You know what I mean?
Oh, the normal pain in the ass that you always are.
Exactly. And if you showed up at the house, you'd be like, "There's no guys here." No, Christine, there are no guys here. Just like in your videos, no guys.
Okay.
I love the radio silence when you start reading.
Sorry. I know. I
She's like-
just got
she's like-
sidetracked.
You're like,
I know, and I keep saying to myself, I gotta stop doing that. And then what do I do?
it's like you can hear. It's like you can hear you can hear the engine sputtering to a stop. And the bifocals engage.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the comments.
But
Oh,
John-
yes.
but
Oh, thanks,
John-
Gun Wild. Let's talk about that for a second. The promo. We did not need the hot dog guy, John.
Look, that poor guy was a very large, hairy dude with his own flappy man boobs. All right, he only had 24 hours left to live, so he was included in the promo. And what did he want? A simple meat necklace. That was all.
Freaking hot dogs. Come
It
on.
was a meat necklace. It made him happy. It was his last day. And you had three guys in there. You had a guy swimming with sharks, a guy with a flamethrower, and the weenie man.
The weenie man.
So this time around, you had three dudes in your promo.
Yeah, you're funny. Funny. Thanks for that, Gun Wild. Boondocker's made a good point here too. He says, "I've lost a lot of friends without being able to say goodbye. I'm not sure that it would be a comfortable situation for either."
Well, that's why to me it's just like let's just have fun. If someone just walked in, put their hand on your shoulder, opened a beer, drank it with you right there, and then said, "I just wanted to swing by and say, I appreciate everything you've been a part of my life," and then they left, I'd be fine with that.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. I'm not saying that you got to get take the freaking chick path and get all deep and in touch with your feelings and go, I'm just saying acknowledgement.
You're going old Bridges of Madison County on me here.
Dude, Bridges of Madison County. That was having an affair with that chick. It's not even a thing.
He's all fried green tomatoes on me.
My God, that means that's 2 chick movies in my whole entire life that I've seen that you've made reference to now.
But don't go Thelma and Louise.
Okay, that's 3.
Oh my God. It's her last day. Don't get in the car with her.
Thelma and Louise. Forgot about that one. No, I'll just go all notebook on you.
Oh, come on. I don't even know what that one is, but it's got to be a chick flick.
It is.
Why? They always have the dumbest names for chick flicks. Notebook. Good. I mean, yeah, but that changes everything. The's in it. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. Don't say Notebook. Say The Notebook. Yeah. I mean, Bridges of Madison County. What? It's Bridges. It's Bridges. What? I mean.
Well, that was the county he was in.
I know, but who cares about bridges?
Well, people do that use them to get back and forth to work.
They don't make movies about it, unless it's how to build it. That's what I'd watch. I'd watch a movie on them building one. Yeah, but
of course you would.
I don't want to watch some girl talk about she drove over a bridge or whatever the hell the movie was about. But I've seen the ending of the Thelma and Louise, and I thought it was a rocking ending. That was awesome. Driving off a cliff, that was great.
You watched Thelma and Louise?
Only the end.
I was going to say, if you sat down and watched the whole thing, we need to talk.
No, I did not. I don't know why they did it. I guess they killed themselves for something. Maybe was one of them sick or something?
They were going to get arrested. They were being chased by the police.
Okay.
And they would rather die than go to jail, I guess, is the premise or the idea behind that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we've had your chick moment now. So okay, there we go. You all better now.
I didn't have a chick moment. Chick
Let's
moment.
see. Debbie does the hot dog guy.
Oh, yeah.
See, he's a person too, Christine. He just wants love
With hot dogs.
and weenies. No.
There's people out there that we're talking about this promo. They're gonna go find it out there on YouTube, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta watch that."
Yeah, I heard it was a weenie guy in there.
Yeah. A weird guy. Oh,
How'd they tie that into the subject matter?
Yeah, what the heck? What's that all about? I'm sure.
So
Okay.
behind you is your significant other. What does he have to say?
I don't know. What do you have to say?
What's his 24 hours sound like?
Well, I don't know, because it gets back to what's the scenario for the 24 hours. It's like, how many videos have I done on the E-Boney channel where it's like, what's the one gun you choose? Well, what's the scenario? Is it just longevity? Is it you can maintain it? Is it because it's the perfect caliber? To answer this,
it goes like this. It is 9 a.m. The following morning at 9 a.m., you are no more.
me or everybody?
No, you.
If it's just
That's the
me,
scenario, yeah.
I'm gonna grab some midget porn, some lotion, some tissues, and head into the can.
Okay, really, for reals.
Oh, now there is a history you want to make sure you erase, because boy, you don't want the neighbors seeing that.
Oh yeah.
He dropped his phone in the yard. I erased the search history for you, sweetie. I didn't want you to see that.
Your mom said that you would drink every beer in the house.
Yeah, I would. No, I'd probably do what most of the most logical, which most of you are saying. I'd seek out the people that meant the most to me and try to spend that every last second I can before time's up.
Yep.
I mean,
would you now let's take a trip down the chick moment here. Would you
Oh,
would you have to come clean and tell people that they were important to you and all that stuff? Would you have to bridge of Madison County it?
Would you stop with the bridges?
no, I don't think I'd waste the.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd waste the time going over the obvious. Obviously, if you found out I had 24 hours to live and I came to see you, you already know that you mean something to me. So.
That's right. There you
What
go.
if you?
Or you owe me $5 and I'm getting it.
Yeah, because I've only got 24 hours left, so don't tell me you're going to hook me up tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I'm going with the find the people that mean something to me and spend the rest. I mean, the thing is to be totally philosophical. None of us know how much time we get, so maybe more people would be, just the kind of people I have. Thanks to YouTube, I have found two things. I have been elated with the abilities, the character, the caring, the true Americans in the hearts of people that I have met on YouTube. The flip side of that is I have met some of the biggest losers. And you go, I can't even believe you are the kind of person that you are. Unbelievable. You do realize you don't get to live forever, right?
Yes, they are out there. Absolutely.
This world would be just such a much better place if people actually acted like this is the only 24 hours you get. You don't, we get today. Today is it. When today is over, this is your 24 hours.
Gunwald feels that you would do the whole thing as a video on YouTube.
Death vlog.
All right, guys, it's my last day, so I've got 197 different types of beer here, and I'm just going to drink each one of them. But I'll be hanging out with my friends, so it's going to be like an Ebomi / Beanie Brew Review, last one for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. This one's gonna be a long one, but it's the last one.
Mm-hmm. So there'll be no answering comments the following day.
Oh yeah, that'd be a trip.
Yes,
Imagine
Mama.
that.
No comments tomorrow.
No
Yep.
comments tomorrow. Just saying. But that's really why I decided to talk about this, because it's exactly what Eric said and Smile Money reiterated. We don't know. Nothing is a guarantee in life, and we should be doing, or we should be. What's the word I'm looking for? We should be gravitating towards that attitude, because nothing is a given. So make the best of each and every single day that you got, because there's going to come a time where there's not going to be a tomorrow. You don't get to do over.
Well, yeah. It just happened to all of us with Ed.
Exactly.
It just happened. He went to the hospital to get something taken care of, and we never spoke to him again.
That's it.
So yeah, I mean, you don't know. You really, really, really don't know. That's why some of the silly stuff is it's a pain in the ass that people can't let things, just let them fall away. It's not worth it. Drop it.
No.
Yeah, there's certain things that you should just let roll off your back, just like water off a duck.
I'm just gonna say #be like Ed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yep. Those. I mean, so it's a tough. I'm glad you picked the 24 hours, because it eliminates all the BS. Because if you've got 1 month to live, people are borrowing money. They're getting crazy. They're doing all the weird stuff.
They're doing all the weird stuff. They're traveling. They're, go to Vegas and gamble your life away, or whatever it is. But when you get down to it, and you just peel back the layer, and you're at the core, and you're down to your last 24, what would you do?
Yeah, and remember, all those scenarios of 1 month, they all end with the last 24.
Exactly. J Dog joined us. Hey, J Dog. So yeah, I just thought that was something to think about, and and maybe keeping that in mind, maybe people will be a little bit. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Have a little bit more patience, have a little bit more understanding. just just be a little bit better version of yourself. I realize that people have good days and bad days, and things don't always work in your favor, or like the day to go the way that you would want it to go. But if that was your last day, maybe your attitude would be a little bit different.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely it's something to think about.
Well, I wrote mine down. I wrote it down on a big piece of paper.
Did you
I
get
did.
that? Did you get that paper out of the notebook?
The hockey one. So yeah, all right. So I'm gonna just read mine. This would be my 24 hours, and I'm sure there's probably some things that I didn't write down or think about, but I'm sure I'll just figure that out as I go. So my last 24, I would get up that morning, just like a normal day, get cleaned up, do my normal routine in the morning, get up early enough to watch the sunrise. After that, it would be breakfast at our usual spot. Order anything that my heart desires, or my stomach in this case desires.
Screw the calories.
Screw the calories. After that, I'd take a motorcycle ride on a Harley. If I didn't have one, I would rent one or figure out some way of making that happen. I sure have to get one last ride in. I would go up the North Shore, stop at a place called Betty's Pies. I have never been there, and I've been told that they make fabulous pies, but have the opportunity to try any of them, or maybe a little bit of all of them. Who knows? I would make plans to get together with family and friends for dinner. This dinner would be a celebration of my life. No crying allowed. I would call, text, or video chat with friends that lived further away that couldn't make it to dinner here at my place. We would talk about the good times, share some stories and memories, and of course, when I was done with that, I'd rent a car, like a Mustang or some other muscle car that I've always desired to drive, and go for a nice long ride. And I wouldn't let Eric drive, because this is my last 24. So he'd have to be the passenger. And if he wanted to come on the bike ride, he'd have to be the bitch on the back. Just take the drive, enjoy the afternoon. Hopefully it's a nice, sunny, warm day. And then time for dinner. Drink, eat, and laugh. No sad faces. After dinner, what about to do? Go to a bar. Maybe listen to a band. Maybe there's one that we can all sing karaoke to one another at.
Whoa.
And of course, you must go out. You have to dance.
What's karaoke?
Karaoke.
What is karaoke?
What planet are you from?
Where are you from?
Croaky? I have no idea what croaky is. I know what karaoke is.
I know.
I don't know what the hell croaky is. There was a guy named Jim Croaky, I think, once. I know what karaoke is, but I don't know how to sing croaky. I don't even know how to spell croaky.
I thought I said karaoke.
You
It
said
sounded
croaky. She's like, I do croaky. What planet are you from? You don't know what croaky is? No, I do not know what croaky is.
I said karaoke. I swear to
No,
God.
you said croaky.
Okay, well, we're going to go do croaky. And after that, we're going to go dancing. And then after that bar closes, because we're going to stay long enough to close the bar, we have to go out and have breakfast, because that's always what we used to do. Come home, spend some time with people in my family, make sure that I had my affairs in order, and then after that, I would wait to find a spot to watch the sunrise, knowing that that would be the last one that I would ever see.
No, you get to have 2 sunrises.
I mean, sunset, sunrise. Sunrise. I get to see 2, but that would be the last one.
Right. 2 sunrise, 1 sunset. And a whole lot of croaky.
I swear I sung karaoke.
Yeah.
It sounded like karaoke in my head.
There's a lot of things that sound that way in your head. When I was just like, oh, croaky?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean-
I would really like to have one of those plans B, including Nikki 6. Thank you very much, Gun Wild. Maybe you can come watch the sunrise with me.
You can see her going, I'm not kidding. This is for real. I'm going, so listen.
Oh my God. No, I'm not drinking again. I'm just really tired and can't focus, obviously. Oh boy.
Now they're all correcting me because I said Jim Croce. They're going, Croce. I know it's Croce, but I was just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe say, Croce. Jim Croce, maybe? Yeah. Oh, my heavens. That was going to go down in history.
I'll never live that one down. Thank you very much.
Let's all go out and sing Croaky.
I'm thinking that I'm gonna croak. There goes my chi down the drain.
Yeah, like Smile says it, and then Miss B pauses strategically. No, they're all going to come. Over in a few.
Well, I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just saying. Of course, but for dinner we'd have to have lasagna.
Ooh. But why lasagna?
Because that's one of the things that I enjoy making. And so if everybody's coming over for my house for dinner, that's what I'd want to do. I would want to make my dinner.
You can't cook.
Yes,
It's your last
my house,
night.
my rules, my last 24 hours. Screw off. I'm cooking.
Put the spoon down. I can hear it now, boy. Hockey's on. That's all we're watching. Hockey. That's it.
Well, of course.
Someone get the hockey handbook. Give it to John. Questions? Read. Don't ask.
Oh gosh.
So if it's your last night, how many tray night is that? I mean, is it like a 4 tray night of lasagna, or is it like a 10 tray of lasagna night? How wild and crazy are you gonna go?
Well, I would make it a 10 tray night of lasagna, and whatever is extra.
I can guarantee you, he would be hiding lasagnas in every refrigerator. He'd be like they're tearing these things up. Wow. He'd have it down to a side. He'd be sliding it out, putting it in 1 gallon bags, put it in the freezers. He'd be like,
Yep.
there's another empty pan here.
We're gonna make this last.
That's right.
Yep. Yep.
Now, next question. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you release your significant other? That's a tough one to
Release
think. That's a tough
What do you
one to
mean?
think about. Do you tell them, hey, I want you to, wait a little time and then go and meet somebody?
No. Do whatever you need to do.
So you say no?
No, I'm just saying. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say, okay, you need to wait 3 months before you date again, or I wouldn't put any stipulations on there. I would just say, do whatever you need to do. People grieve their process in different ways. Some get over it faster than others. So maybe in 3 months' time, you are okay with getting back out there and finding somebody to date and hang with, and maybe remarry again, or whatever you feel that you need to do.
I would only have one stipulation. You got to at least show up at the funeral. Don't just bail.
No, if you didn't show up for my funeral, I'd come back and haunt your ass. That's it.
Yeah,
No.
remember, I've had a few misses, and my only stipulation would be I already know you're gone, but at least show up to the funeral.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay for the whole thing, but at least show up, shake a few hands, and then go out and do your thing. Now Clyde says
But I
3
don't
months.
think that it's
Clyde
fair-
says 3 months. He says 3 days.
3 days. But I don't think it's fair to put that stipulation on your spouse and tell him or her, okay, well, you have to have so much time to grieve before, you get back out there and start dating again, or, thinking about dating again or whatever. I don't think you can do that. I think all you can do is just give them your blessing and say you do what you need to do, what's going to work best for you.
Well, I don't think giving them time frame would be any good, anyways, because
No.
Your significant other is gonna be ready when they're ready.
Right. But I don't think that you need to also say, I don't know. To me, it's just kind of unspoken. I don't think that you need to give your significant other that blessing to say it's okay. I'm okay with it.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gone. So, I think that's just a given, because it's not that you don't care about them. It's not that you didn't love them any less. It's not that you didn't respect them any less. I think that's just a given. They are going to do what they need to do in their own time frame. You don't need to make that. Those are unspoken words. I don't think that that's something that you need to say. That's just a given.
No, yeah. I mean, and some people, hey, there are people who are weird even in their last days. They're odd.
Mm-hmm.
I've known a few that have taken it. They've taken it to the grave with them. They were turmoil people while they were alive, and they turmoiled before they died, and made sure it was turmoil after they died.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wow.
That would be my own father.
Drama.
He was asked while he was in the hospital dying if his kid should be called, and he said not yet.
Oh man. Wow.
Never that time never came.
Smile when he says she doesn't listen to me while I'm alive. I ain't telling her what to do when I'm gone.
Touche.
Clyde says, as long as they don't bring the new one to the 24-hour party, I'm good.
See, now that's what I'm at. Yeah. We all know my problems. So yeah, we all know my problems. So as long as they actually show up at the funeral, it's like, hey, wow, that was very respectful. I mean, probably show up with the new one at the funeral. I'm here at the funeral. I'm just not into downtime.
How odd would that be, though? You're at your last party.
Are you serious?
Hi, honey. Want to meet my new girlfriend? She's gonna replace your ass after you're gone.
Well, I'm not big on transitions. I hate downtime, so I thought I'd introduce you to it. You could give her some tips, all right? And that way, tomorrow morning when you're gone, she can take over.
You can tell her all the things that I like to eat and don't like to eat, so she knows what to cook for me. I mean,
I've been trying to explain to her how to starch the shirts. Could you just hang out with her for a few minutes and pass that on? Maybe write some of it down or whatever. Oh boy, that's terrible.
Gunwild says, "Don't bring your side bitch."
Yeah. J-Dog says he's pretty sure people at his would have the new guy there.
Yeah, hi honey, meet my new boyfriend that's gonna replace you.
Who's that? I'm the new guy.
Yeah.
What's the combination to the safe?
Yeah, what's the combination to the safe?
She told me you were really into firearms. Do you have a lot of them, or do I have a lot of them?
In 19 hours, how's it going to look for me?
Oh, not have. Okay. I'm going to be clear. He said not have. Oh, yeah, that would be just awkward.
Yes. That would be my
Just
luck.
saying.
That would be my luck, though. I can hear it now. You know how you always say chicks dig you for a little while? Yeah, time's up. Kind of a coinky dink, but this is the new you.
I know it seems awkward, but meet Ted.
Meet Ted.
He's gonna need your passwords.
Yeah. You don't mind if he uses your tools.
Oh yeah. Oh, you had to, that was so far below the belt. Oh man.
Hey, there's people out there that would say something like that.
Oh, that's cruel.
saying.
That's
I'm just
horrible.
saying.
I would come back and haunt the little asswipe just for that. Boy, I'd be running around this place smacking tools out of people's hands.
They're talking about after people are gone, what they want done with their remains. And Boondoxer says, I'm going to be cremated and my ashes loaded into shotgun shells so my friends can send me off. I like that idea.
See, now what you want to do is you want to have one of the lasagnas have the ashes in it and the other 9 lasagnas don't. Then as everybody's sitting there eating, you go, okay, she was in one of the lasagnas, guys.
You all have a piece of her.
That's right. She wanted to make sure you all took a little of her home.
Because that's not creepy, he said no one ever. Oh, man.
2 hours left and a handful of Viagra. Well, at least you won't break the 4-hour threshold. Put his ashes.
my
Put my
gosh.
ashes in a confetti cannon.
There you go.
For me, I would just want to know that get a deal, get a deal. Don't pay full price for my funeral. Make sure you get a deal.
Were you Italian in a previous life? I just gotta ask because every time you talk about the wallet, it's like freaking trying to crack that sucker open to get out a buck, man. I'm telling you.
I just would want to know they got a deal. Don't tell me you walked in there and the guy went, I understand how you feel. Now this is going to be about $8,500. I'm thinking if it's a cremation, let's keep it under $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And don't buy a casket to have me cremated in. They're going to burn it up. And I would tell you, I would say, you know what? Somebody needs to stand there and watch these people too to make sure they don't roll me out and put me in a cigar box, light that up, and sell the casket again.
You never know. Ben Wild says you were a Jew in a past life.
I'm cheap.
He's saving up to be.
I'm saving up to be cheap.
You're saving up to be Jewish.
So say, how the hell do you save up to be cheap? I'm so cheap I had to save up to be thrifty.
Oh man.
My heavens. So yeah, we've I don't know. I think I'd probably be a cremation one. I think I'd be in favor of cremation.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly don't, I'm not getting, I don't want anybody getting stuck with a rent bill. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, put them in the ground, pay rent forever. I'm good with that. I don't want people walking all over me either, because,
I know.
just start getting relaxed, and all of a sudden a lawnmower going over. You're like, what the hell? What's with the lawnmower?
God, I was
Oh my God! If it was you, you'd be like, dude, that's not how you mow lawn. You don't have the lines going the right way.
No, you know what they would do? Do you know what they would do? They would cattywomper my damn headstone. Look at me, flip me off, and then walk away. And be like, for eternity, just try and figure out how to reach up and turn it. Turn it. Yeah,
It's
no.
not how you cut grass. I can just hear it now.
You can't mess up putting me in a little jar on the mantle. And besides that, you don't have to put me on the mantle. I don't need anybody to walk in. What's that? That's wingnut. What's that beside him? The other wingnut. Well, then who's that? The new wingnut.
Meet the wingnut family. They're all here. Ta-da! Yep. Okay, so if everybody's enjoying this show tonight, hit our like button up there.
He says they use a special casket and just remove the handles. I wouldn't want the casket, though. You're just going to burn it up. I got friends that can throw together a pine box for like, $50.
Oh my God, can we just do a Viking funeral for you? We'll just set you on fire.
Well, yeah, and that's fine. But if you put me in a boat, what's the boat gonna cost? I mean, throw some sticks out there, put me on it, and send me out in that. Sure, but don't like burn up a boat or anything. I mean, God almighty.
We'll just stick you in a small canoe. You'll fit in there fine. It's inexpensive.
See if you can find one on Craigslist. So what are you gonna do with the canoe? It's got a few holes in it. That's fine.
Oh, that could just go so wrong. Too many scenarios dancing in my head.
Ooh, I like J-Dog's idea. He requested cremation and to be mixed into tannerite.
There you go.
Boom, boom. Out go the lights. One last time.
Yeah.
That works.
Smile Money says we cannot burn fossil fuel. It will hurt the ozone.
Apparently they're letting me know that Boondockers is going to show up to my grave site on my crooked tombstone and put the koozie on there.
You probably be requested to have bottles of Boondockers with you.
I'm taking all of it with me. I can guarantee you that.
I can see that. I can just see that happening now. That's my last order. Can I have 600 and?
Like, what's he going to do with the bottles? He wants to be cremated with the bottles. His last thing is he wants to be the barbecue. Sauce me up, boys. Mama, I'm coming home. And I'm bringing the Boondockers.
I'm bringing the barbecue. Oh boy. Oh, and misspelled like Elvis Presley's headstone. I didn't know his headstone was misspelled.
Ooh, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, that's not good.
They forget the H. Spell it Jon. I spend the rest of my eternity underneath her going, we could afford the H. We could afford it. And then someone goes by to help me and just writes it in magic marker with that little tiny arrow by it. Ah!
Insert H here.
Yeah. No.
Boondocker said that he's going to make sure that John gets the last bottle right up your ass. Excuse me. Oh, it's his middle name that's misspelled. Elvis's.
Aaron. Isn't it Aaron? His middle name's Aaron, right? Elvis
I
Aaron Presley. I think his middle name's Aaron.
I think so. I can't remember for sure, but I think you're right.
Apparently, there's a little boondockers in every bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, it's I don't know. I wouldn't want people to have to, you know, come over, make sure my headstone's mowed, and after a while they're just gonna not show up anyways.
Yeah, somebody commented that too. They would show up for a while.
Or they'll bring plastic flowers, and Plus, kids come by, kick over your stone. I mean, oh yeah, see.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything about it. Now, it'd be cool if you could do something about it.
Yeah.
If I could hang out and wander around just because I had a grave, then I'd be like, yeah, okay, all right, there you go. Time's not an option then. Yeah, I wouldn't mind hanging out for a while. I got some people I want to visit. You know that beautiful house of yours? It's worthless now. You know why? It's haunted.
That would be another topic for another discussion. If you were a ghost, who would you haunt?
I could tell you some liberals that would be freaking out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. There would be some people freaking out for sure. That's no doubt about it. So yeah, Boy Scouts. Oh, Boy Scouts show up every year to place figs on, I'm assuming, Graves Memorial Day. I didn't know that. Interesting. Smile Money says 153 comments. We are over the appointed hour.
Well, yeah, we are 8 minutes over, or 7 minutes over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a fast hour, very fast.
Boy, that went fast. It did.
Yes, indeed.
It did. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much more.
Well, that's good. This is 2 shows in a row that have been on topic. Eric's show last night stayed on topic the whole night.
There was no topic.
Yeah, there was.
Sure there was. We're getting drunk.
Oh yeah, everybody was drinking.
But he was on topic for 2 hours.
Yeah, he was on topic for 2 hours.
Proud myself.
Yeah,
Didn't veer off topic not once.
yeah.
You were on topic last night.
Oh yeah. That's all. Also,
1,800 comments later.
I know somebody's gonna go over there and listen to his show. They're gonna go, "Oh my God, what's up with her? She doesn't act that way on her show."
No, that's Friday. None of us act that way any other time but Friday.
Oh, so now it's a Friday thing, is it?
Who the hell's that? That's Friday, John. All right. What do you got for closing comments?
Well, I got a little story first before we do the close out for the night. So, as you know, part of my job is I get to deal with security people every day. They come into my office. I can't elaborate on much more of that, but they had a new guy that came in. He just started. It was his first day. So he says, "Hi, I'm so-and-so." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah." So he's doing his piece of it, what he needs to do in my office as we're getting the rest of the things prepared for the day. And they get a call. So they have to go out on this call. She says, "Okay, we're going to be back in a little bit." All right. So he comes back and he just has this look on his face like he's not sure what to do, what to think, what to say. I mean, it's utter confusion. You can read it on his face. And I said, "So how did your first call go?" He goes, "Oh, it will be one to remember." I said, "Really?" Now you have to keep in mind at our work, we deal with all kinds of people, Some are strange, some are good, some not so good. This person was in the bathroom, and this person was butt naked
Really?
in the bathroom.
Well, that's a good place to be butt naked. Most people can experience butt naked in the bathroom at least once a day.
Usually you're butt naked in your own bathroom.
Well, now you're getting technical.
I'm just saying. So, anyways, long story short, they had to talk this person into getting his or her clothes back on. And so they did, and asked them to, leave the premise and not come back. So he was just standing there telling me this whole story, and he's just like beside himself. He couldn't like get through the whole story. He'd stop and he would just be like shaking his head and just like, I don't know how to tell this. I go, well, that does happen quite a bit.
Did you get the answer as to why?
Because he thought by being butt naked in the bathroom that this would be a good opportunity to grab somebody's attention so that this person could go talk to the CEO of our company.
Fail.
That was a fail.
Wow. He didn't realize that butt naked in the bathroom is not like the CEO doesn't go, really? Butt naked in the bathroom? Yeah, bring him in here. Bring him in here. I want to talk to him.
So that's what I see they have to deal with all different personality types, shall we say. So it was kind of funny because he just didn't know what to think about it. And anyways, he finished telling the story, got on with his business. The day ended. The next day, the person comes back in because I always get usually a different security guard every day. It was him again. It took everything in me not to start laughing. I thought, holy shit, this poor person's been put through the ringer their very first day of work, and he's coming back for more. I mean, there's got to be some people out there, such as myself, if I was put in that position, I'd be like, no way, I can't deal with this. I'm not,
yeah,
I can't do this job.
Sorry, not working.
But he could do the job. I mean, he obviously proved it because he came back the next day. I don't think I would be coming back the next day if it would have been me personally. Mm-mm.
Well, you're not going to quit you're not going to quit your first day. I mean, there's a nude dude in the bathroom. When I'm at home, it doesn't sound weird, but okay. Now, I'll tell you this. Being a manager of Home Depot, as amazing as this is about to sound, it should not be something that I would be routinely used to. But people not understanding that the 35 toilets that are on the aisle are non-operational shouldn't be a thing that I have to deal with. It should be pretty much self-explanatory. There's no damn pipes. It's sitting on a platform you can see through. No pipes. And guess what else? There's no running water, and we don't have a bathroom facility in the middle of the store with no way to close it all off. Everyone just drops trowel right there and lets it rip. But you would be surprised. I have gone by and went, someone called the police. Why? Because Elmer Fudd over there is taking a dump. And there's a guy, pants down around his ankles, just sitting there. He's doing the left and right look. I'm going, he's looking for toilet paper. He's looking for toilet paper.
He's looking for toilet paper. Seriously.
He climbed into.
Oh
do you know what an end cap is?
Yep.
It's the end of the aisles.
Yeah.
So now above you, I've got these. There are American Standards all stacked up there, but it's about a 5.5 foot tall display on the very bottom. All right.
Right.
Because I'm going to have it out, so I can't have it in the air. And it's literally, I made a bathroom in there, an entire bathroom. Put a little sink in there, everything. And apparently he figured, hey, no door, no problem. And he climbed in there, and Elmer Fudd proceeded to let one go.
Gunwild said, "Oh, they did that one on one of the Jackass movies. They took a dump in a display toilet."
Oh, they're always old people, but I swear it's like they're walking around home.
Too, don't you have you had
Oh,
him?
it's not uncommon to be in a Home Depot and just find like little turds down. You're walking down the aisle going, "Oh, come on! Is somebody literally just letting them roll one out at a time? What's going on here?" And
You would have like little boys pee in the toilets.
I have seen little boys. Now this happens in the garden center. I've seen little boys because that's an understandable confusion. You're outside. These are plants. So it's like being in the backyard, I guess. They'll run right over and let it whoop it out. They'll pee in one of the plants. But those are going to be like 4 or 5 year old boys who's just gotten potty trained. And they're like, I gotta go now. I've done it outside before, and they run over there, and you're like, oh my God. Kind of motion to one of their parents. He's yeah. That's really hard to sell those.
Those aren't going to sell quickly.
Right.
That's for sure.
Clyde says, hashtag my dump, my choice.
Oh. I just can't believe that people would do that. You're right in the middle of the store. It's not like, everybody can see you. And the security cameras probably.
Well, and that's usually what starts it is someone goes, they'll call one of the managers, right? Can you just like swing by real quick? I'm not sure if I saw what I think I saw. And whenever you get that one, you're like, yeah, you did too. Yes, you did. You asshole. I know you saw what you think you saw. You get over there, and there's Elmer Fudd. Excuse me, yes. There's no toilet paper in here. That's because it's not a bathroom. I got some people coming right now. You gotta go get I literally went and got a from the paint department, one of those plastic things, the tarps there. And I literally just taped it right there. I was like, just hang tight for a minute. There's some people coming here. We'll get you, we're getting you hooked up. And I was like, he's all upset with me. And it's like, oh, I don't know what to do, man.
Clyde's calling that the poop shoot boogie.
Oh, my heavens.
You never know what you're going to see.
200, you're over 200 comments.
Oh boy! Wow. Smile Money wants to know when we drifted off topic.
When you reminded us that the show was over and she had to tell one more story, and before you know it, it was like squirrel.
Squirrel. Yes, I had that moment. Yes, J Dog. I guess in a way it is shitter talk. Oh man, maybe people want to shit in Home Depot if they only have 24 hours.
There, and Smile Money brought us back to topic.
Back to topic.
Okay.
Anyways, in closing, I hope that you enjoyed the show. It was rather a different topic, not one that everybody thinks about, but I hope it gave you some food for thought and, you only have today.
Yeah, you can have some good takeaways from it.
Yep. Absolutely. Try to do better, be better. Whatever kind of goal that you want to achieve. Maybe that will help you make it more possible. See, we started talking about all this going to the potty, and now my dog's wanting to go to the potty.
Just like, take me to Home Depot.
Yeah. Shelby's like, I'm going to Home Depot.
I want to see the garden center. All
Yeah,
right.
that's it. Next week's topic is going to be, we're going to talk about Motley Crue's, the movie, the book, The Dirt. I know that that's not everybody's favorite topic, but it is one of my favorite bands. And hopefully Wendy will be joining me on Saturday to chat about that. So if you're
And
interested.
for those of you who don't know who Wendy is, she was in Girls' Night.
Yes.
Prominent in Girls' Night.
So I think that's it.
Right.
No final words.
All right. Pushing a button.
Okay, good night. Have a good week ahead. Maxwell!
Boondocker says I need to get over not having a koozie. Damn it!